Hello everyone and welcome back to Be Successful, your favorite development channel. Welcome to those who are new to the channel. Here we discuss and argue what is happening in the crypto space, but not only. We take a step back and look at the whole financial market in such a way as to make together some pertinent conclusions on the basis of which to make the best investments. We are going to do a Q&A, so do not hesitate to ask in the comments any questions you want, and we will choose the most relevant ones and we will make a special video in which to answer your questions. Thank you for being here and following us. Thank you to the paying members for helping us take this project forward during this difficult time. Let's get to work right after the intro. The market continues to deflate slowly and we continue to lose a few percent each week. This is often worse than a quick crash of 20% or 30%. This steady and long-term decline can cause much greater losses to unskilled investors. Let's take an example of this. For example, if you buy $1,000 Bitcoin at a price of $50,000 per piece and a 20% crash occurs, you are left with an $800 portfolio. If, on the other hand, every time the price drops by 5% you decide to make a dollar cost average and buy $1,000 again to pull the average purchase price down, you will buy once at a price of $47,500, once again at $45,000, at $425,000, and last time at $40,000 when the total drop is 20%, similar to the first case. If in the event of a sudden crash you had an investment of $1,000 and now you have another $800, losing $200 only if you decide to sell. Instead, if you wait for the price to return to $50,000, you arrive at break-even point. In the second case, trying to make DCA, you invested $5,000 at an average acquisition cost of $45,000. Another advantage would be that you only have to wait until the price of a Bitcoin reaches $45,000 again to reach break-even point. Instead, the big disadvantages are that you blocked $5,000 instead of $1,000. Your loss, even if the percentage is only half, in absolute value it is 2.5 times higher. If the price goes up from this point, you will recover your loss 2 times faster than in the case of the first option, but with a financial effort 5 times higher. So it's not a fair proportion. But if the price continues to go down, for every dollar that someone in the first situation loses, the one in the second situation will lose $5. The bottom line is that it's only a good idea to make DCA if you have enough funds at your disposal, you're willing to take on bigger losses, and you can miss out on those funds for a long time, even unlimited. A healthier option than DCA, which many large investors practice, is the following. If you bought an EGLD for $500 as many have bought, and it starts to decline as it did, instead of making DCA, in which case you would have blocked a lot of money so far and would still be at a very big loss. While it was down 10%, you were selling at a loss and buying back when it was down 20%. In general, when a decrease of 10% comes, it reaches 20% also. In this case, not only did you not block a lot of extra money, but you also released 10% of your investment, remaining in the same open position, and still holding one EGLD. Basically, even if you sold at a loss, mathematically you made a profit, because you did not participate in the whole decline, you withdrew almost $50 from the investment, and the position of an EGLD remained unchanged. Moreover, when the price returns to $400 where you made the purchase, you are already break-even point, but you have previously marked that profit of $50. Both options have advantages and disadvantages, and depending on your time as an investor, you need to choose the one that suits you. So as I said, the markets continue to decline little by little. The crypto market has lost $400 million in the last week, and it seems that the trend remains downward. The situation is not better in the classic financial market either, i.e. on the stock exchanges, where the losses are even higher. The index of fear and greed remains positioned in extreme fear, indicating that we are still in a good period of accumulation. The dominance of Bitcoin in the market remains at 41%. I personally would like to see it fall below 40% to become optimistic about the change of direction. The Fed announced, as I said in the last episode, that it will resort to interest rate hikes of at least 0.5% at every official meeting to be held this year. Moreover, the other day they said that they do not rule out that the interest rate rises will be even higher, and if the situation requires it, they will also raise the interest rates outside the pre-arranged meetings. When the news comes to you that last night the Federal Reserve raised the benchmark interest rate further, it will be a big crash on all financial markets. I recommend that you continue to invest, but at the same time keep some funds for the real opportunities that will surely appear, and it is good not to find you without cash. Inflation continues to rise worldwide, the conflict in Ukraine seems to be continuing, and these factors combined with 3 years of pandemic and the unconscious printing of money and its offering to the population, lead us to an inevitable crisis. We do not yet know how severe the crisis will be, because the financial instruments now available to governments are much more advanced than in recent crises. We consider ourselves more civilized and more educated, and we want to believe that we are beginning to cope better and better with economic crises and to minimize their effects. Of course, it is very important how each government reacts, but also the policies that large corporations will adopt, because they are often larger and stronger than most states. Most likely Russia will go bankrupt soon. A severe famine will hit the people there and unimaginable shortcomings for this century. Whether we want to accept it or not, Russia is a big country that such a blow on them will make waves in Europe as well as in the rest of the world. Unfortunately, a large portion of the grain that reached Africa came from Russia and Ukraine, and this is how this suffering will spread to Africa and other continents. Already the energy crisis is feeling strong everywhere and has further inflamed all market prices. In the price of any product, there are two very important elements that are directly influenced by the price of energy. Add the cost of production that can only be done by consuming energy, and the cost of transportation that also consumes energy. It probably remains a good investment in alternative energy, both on the stock market by investing in companies in this field, but also at home if you have the opportunity to take this step. Every step in this direction is welcome, and your energy independence cannot be offset by anything. So I encourage you to at least wonder what the costs of this step would be, because people often feel that it is much more expensive than it really is. I will not go into prices and charts today because it does not seem relevant now. As I said, the trend remains downward, and I recommend that you avoid emotional decisions during this period. I try to make all the investment decisions in a rational way and try to avoid mistakes. Don't forget that in crises the biggest investment opportunities appear, and implicitly to radically change your position and financial situation, and why not even your life. A video will follow very soon in which I will show you how I invest in real estate in Dubai and how you can do this with very little or no money. So make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you don't miss this wonderful video. Yields are well above any other real estate investment, and it is a unique opportunity that is hard to come by. It may sound too good to be true, but I can assure you that everything is true and safe and worth watching. But until then, if you liked this video, I encourage you to press the like button and say in the comments how much you think the downward trend will continue, but also in what other things you invest. In the meantime, if you want to invest in real estate in a passive way, in properties in Lithuania or Spain, you can do it through the platform of our friends from InRento. You can start investing in real estate from just €500 and start creating a new income stream in the difficult period that will follow. InRento does everything for you, and you will receive monthly rent for your investment. You can watch our video about their platform by clicking on the link on the screen right now. Thank you for watching the video to the end, and I want to give you a small reward. If you have come this far, write in the comments 100% and follow the comment. In a week I will randomly choose a winner and offer a small prize in crypto. I will respond to the comment of the winner. Until next time, be successful.